Hello, everybody. This is Tommy coming in for T-ster Talk, and welcome to my channel. Today's topic I would like to tackle, a very sensitive topic, was dealing with narcissistic people. I know people who have dealt with this issue and are dealing with it, and how it has taken a major toll on their life. But they wanted me to share a story, a positive story, that you can get past this. You can achieve a lot of things. You do not have to go through this yourself. There are people out here that are just dealing with all kind of things and don't even realize it. The key point is to recognize the signs. There's just a lot of people who don't care about themselves. They just care about everybody else, and then they bypass their own feelings, and then people come around them and they attack those people and they use them and throw them out the door, and then they don't even think they're doing anything wrong. That's the crazy part of all of it. It's the craziest part. So there are just I want to tackle 5 ways that I think that you can probably help yourself. For one, let's be real, you have to acknowledge the abuse. I mean, you have to realize that somebody's actually doing this to you, because a lot of times it comes off so easy, right? Oh, maybe that person's just having a bad day, but you have to pick up on those signs and those patterns, because people don't even realize it, that a lot of people that you know and love are doing this to you, and you're like, oh my God, not that person, but yes, that person is doing it to you, and they don't even realize it. But they can be doing things just to be doing it, and they have been doing it to people for years, and now you become a victim, right? And so now you're feeling bad. What did I do to cause this? You start to do the blaming game, right? So one of the things you have to understand is you have to kind of grieve that thing. You have to grieve a loss. Grieve the way you feel about stuff. Like, you're feeling sad, find a way to heal from that. After you recognize what's going on, then there's a pattern, right? And you feel lonely, you feel depressed, you feel like, how come this person keeps doing this to me? Well, you don't want to be around people like that, okay? The world just has people full of evil thoughts and evil doing, and you deserve much, much better, okay? You can't keep ignoring those signs, right? Because if you keep doing a pattern over and over and over, you're just going to feel like you're about to fall out, and there's nothing you feel like you can do. You need to talk to somebody about it. There's nothing worse than keeping it inside and not being able to share your feelings. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm the victim. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I'm not the victim. Maybe I'm doing it to that person. That's why they're doing it to me. And we all know that's not the case. Evil is evil. You just have to recognize that you have to find ways to release all the feelings that you have. And that kind of feeling and release helps you out on your stress, because once you're stressed out, it's no way to live. It's just one of those things you just can't continue to do. Once you evaluate and talk to a professional and get these things out of your mind, you'll realize that you're not alone and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. The key thing is to find out why things are happening to you over and over, and then you can avoid it. You can be fine. Sometimes you have to break these patterns, right? You see yourself doing it, and you go, okay, if I start setting boundaries and I start looking at people differently instead of giving them the, oh, well, they'll be okay. You got to give them the, breaks, and, oh, they won't do this to me. They look nice. Oh, that person looks good. That person treats me this way. See, you got to ignore all that. You got to set boundaries in front of you so these mistakes won't keep happening over and over to you. And then, don't keep going back to the same people. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you continue to stop a relationship and then maybe take about 2 weeks and, when a person calls you and you give them the benefit of the doubt? No. Leave them alone. Red flags are right there in front of you. Get out of there, okay? Then, when you start another relationship, you have to go through all these phases first. You just can't jump back in. You have a lot to offer, and there's no reason why somebody's been treating you this way. To be fearful that they're going to attack you and end your life and then follow you and then do all this other stuff. That's bad stuff, and you don't need to be involved in that. So before you start to go look at another relationship, let's start with the regular stuff first. Let's find out, why do you think this is happening? Then once you recognize this happening, then you'll feel a lot better, okay? And it takes time. Let's be real. It's not going to happen overnight, okay? A friend of mine, they have been telling me stuff like that happens to people, and a lot of women and a lot of people, they feel like they're alone. Like they're scared to do anything. They're scared to come out. They're scared to, address these issues. These issues are detrimental to your life and health. And when you have people just coming at you every 5 minutes and trying to find out where you are and sneak around, and that's scary. No one wants to live a life like that, right? And the main thing is, as long as you don't blame yourself, process the hurt, seek therapy, and reclaim your life. You only have one life. Reclaim it. It's yours. You do with it what you need to do with it. But the most important thing is that you love yourself, and you are worthy of finding help and getting away from people like this. Take time to find out what you want to do. Try new things. The old way if it didn't work out for you that way, start a new way. Make own decisions. Don't worry about what somebody else's decisions are making. You need to step up and look out for yourself, and then you make the decisions about what's going on in your life, because you owe it to yourself to do that. A lot of people don't even realize that they stepping on your feelings. They're just putting you down. They send you to a dark place. You have to be willing to step out and say, not me, not again. Okay? Again, it's up to you to showcase your strength and your ability to say, never again. I don't want to be treated like this. Leave it alone. You know why? Because people like that, they don't care. They have an inflated sense of self-importance. All they worry about is what they get and what they can get out of you, and more importantly, what they can do to you. That sometimes empowers people. So I want you to take time to reach out to somebody, a friend, pastor, some group. There are a lot of people out there. There's hotlines. There's people out there who are professionally can help you, because this is a serious, serious issue. And I want you to know, do not be afraid. We are praying for you. Please reach out to somebody, seek the help, and more importantly, love yourself, because there's nothing worse than being around a narcissistic person or people. And we don't need it. And I'm sorry that I even have to do the segment like this, but it meant something to me to make sure that people understand. And I don't ever want anybody to feel that way. But unfortunately, there are people out here who are doing it day in and day out. So if you understand what's going on, maybe you can reach out and give me a comment, maybe something you can put on my comment list about helping others. It'd be much appreciated. And as always, this is Tommy Thomas coming in for T-ster Talk, and you have a wonderful day. God bless you.